What's up again, guys? Brian here at 3TR, and welcome to another episode of People's Questions, episode 57. I'd first off like to state that unfortunately no one was able to get the contest question right last Friday. I mean, come on guys, what's going on? Am I just getting too good for you or what? This is the third time I've stumped you in less than about maybe 6 months. I thought this was supposed to be easy. I mean, it's free money. And as for what was the most disappointing video game I've ever played, it is Final Fantasy XII. A lot of you were guessing Final Fantasy XIII, but that is the worst video game I could ever play in my life, ever. I'm not sure when I'll ever do a rant on that, but the day it does is the day you're going to see me really freak out. I mean, lose it. But let's save that for another time. Now, to get into your guys' questions, however, I actually got about 8 questions from 3 of you. So the first one comes from Criticism Guy 2009, and you want to know what are my thoughts on the new Disney movie, The Oz and Great and Powerful. I think it's going to be a pretty good Disney film. I definitely like the visual look of it, how I'm sure the beginning of the movie is going to start out in black and white, and then it's going to get all colorful. Just like the original Wizard of Oz. I'm just hoping it's not too kid-friendly and that there are some darker tone elements, and from what I've seen in the trailer, it looks like there might be, so there may be a good balance of having some good old-fashioned Disney kid fun, but throwing in maybe a serious threat type tone, because, you know, I don't want to feel like the heroes aren't going to make it. There needs to be some sort of suspense, so if the movie can just have a good amount of it, then it is sure to be probably one of the best movies I see this year. The next 4 questions come from Wolfman4433, and you actually were sending questions over a number of days, which I thought was a little funny. And you first wanted to know, would I want to be on the YouTubers Reviewers Awards? Personally, I actually wouldn't mind that, but that's really, I need your guys' help to do that. I think you need like 400 or 500 subscribers to do that, and to get in between that level is actually my #1 goal for 3TR this year. So I have like another 10 months to do that, and I have like a bunch of projects I'm going to throw out at you guys to see if that'll bring in more people. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. I think it would be a great honor to work with probably the top movie and game reviewers of on YouTube, so that would be a great honor. Next question is, what do I think about the PlayStation 4 so far? It's going to be a great system. I'm definitely going to buy one. I don't think I'm going to get as many PlayStation 4s as I did get PlayStation 3s. I think I'll try to just stick with one. I think the share ability to be able to connect with everyone else's PlayStation 4s is going to be a major plus with 3TR, which will allow you guys to see like gameplays that I do, because I know that some of you have asked for me to do gameplay videos, but unfortunately I don't really have a way of recording any gameplay. Unless I just put my camera in. That's probably going to be another upgrade that I'm hoping to get sometime next year in order to widen my audience. So overall, it's going to be an amazing system. I think its only flaw is that it's not going to be in really backwards compatibility, since it's going to be streaming that instead of being able to just put it in the disc, which would make it, in my opinion, the perfect system. So that's the only flaw I see. Your next question is, what do I think about Resident Evil Revelations coming to the consoles? This is another great example of the very few great moves that Capcom has done when you take a game that was very successful on a handheld and you now make it so that more people can play it. That's always a smart decision, especially if it's for a Resident Evil game that a lot of people have wanted. And from what I've seen, it looks like it's going more towards its roots in terms of the whole horror aspect, and it looks like it takes a step back from just straight up action. Your next and final question was, what are my thoughts on Assassin's Creed Black Flag? I'm actually pretty excited for that now after seeing what the official box art is, and the fact that it's going to take kind of like a pirate setting. I originally thought that Assassin's Creed 3 was going to be my last playthrough with the Assassin's Creed franchise, because 3 was a bit kind of disappointing to me, and in a whole, the Assassin's Creed franchise has been kind of stale. But the fact that they want to take that whole pirate ship battle aspect which was unquestionably the best thing about Assassin's Creed, and make like a whole game centering around that, is just probably one of the main reasons I would definitely go out and pick this out day one. And the last 3 questions come from Mike Styles, and you want to know, what is the best online multiplayer game that I've played so far? In terms of playing games in co-op, I would say I like playing Mortal Kombat, but with someone right next to me. I generally don't like to play fighting games over the internet, because there's all that lag, and stuff like that. And surprisingly, the best experience I ever had playing a multiplayer game was in Call of Duty Black Ops Zombie mode, and it was playing with actually a bunch of kids. And long story short, these kids were like, I thought this was going to be one of those stupid matches where these kids were going to be saying things and saying stupid stuff. But the thing is, these kids really sucked at this game, and I ended up carrying the whole team up to like level 15 or 20, somewhere in between there. And when I turned back on my mic to see what they were talking about, I found out that they had been talking about how good I was for the last 40 minutes. So I thought that was a pretty amazing feeling. Your next question is, how prepared am I that the PlayStation hardware is going to be shown at E3? I'm absolutely ecstatic for it. I'm actually happy that they didn't show it. I mean, that's, you know, kind of disappointing, but exciting, because I did state that I want to be one of the first people that sees the actual console itself in its first reveal, and I was hoping they would save that for E3. So they give us the controller at the press conference on the 20th, and they give us the actual console itself at E3. I'm definitely just doing everything I can to get there. I'm still waiting for a response from the people who are supposedly going to help me get there. So if I can do that, then that'll be that'll probably be the happiest moment of my life for 2013, unquestionably. And your last question is, do I have a topic or topics that I'm 100% not comfortable talking about? I'll be honest, none of you really have challenged me with really difficult questions. I mean, maybe a couple of you tried throwing some... I mean, I don't mind answering personal questions, but the only questions I really don't feel comfortable talking about is just anything religious-wise, because I know that there are a lot of people out there who just can't take a joke about their own religion, or they can't laugh about it. They take it as if it was dead serious, and I respect that. I really do, but there are a lot of people out there who tend to judge people because of their religious beliefs, and that's just not me in general. And I've always believed that real friends do not talk about either politics or religion, and that is something that I don't even talk to about even with my closest friends. I mean, I don't judge them about the religious beliefs, but it's just something we shouldn't talk about. And with that, that is all the questions that I got this week. I'd like to thank the three of you for sending me in your questions. They were awesome. And now to get into this week's contest question. I'm going to keep this real simple and just keep it similar to last Friday, since no one got it, but just in reverse. So instead of this week being what is the most disappointing game, I want you guys to tell me what is the most disappointing movie I've ever seen. And to help you guys out, I'm actually giving you guys more hints than I have in any other contest question. I'm going to give you 4 hints down in the description, and if you think you know the answer, and you can then send me in the answer in the comments or send to me in a personal message, and if you get it right, you'll have a choice of a PlayStation or Xbox points gift card, and be that much closer to getting into the contest question finals for the final season of the 3TR People's Questions contest question cards. So if you like this video, please like, comment down below, and please subscribe to keep track of me and my future movie, video games, and People's Questions episodes. And like always, thank you guys for watching. You're awesome, and I'll see you next time.